Whether sipping a glass of Chardonnay, dining on locally harvested oysters, and enjoying the view over the salt flats of Vincent, or sampling truffles in Carrasses, the region of Languedoc-Roussillon is a paradise for food lovers. But that hasn't always been the case. Until about 30 years ago, vintners here put quantity above quality. But conditions are ideal for winemaking. Plenty of sun, fresh breeze and a variety of soils. Wines from Chateau de Pernautier and other local vineyards are exported around the world.
We have a lot of sun here. At the same time, it's quite cold in the hilly areas. That gives us something to play with, the warm sun and the cool temperatures. Sun creates flavor and aroma. Cool weather supplies elegance. Sun gives richness and body. Cool temperatures provide subtlety, because grapes take longer to ripen.
One place to sample the local wines is at Chateau de Pernautier's own restaurant. There are more than 30 different wines produced in their 6 vineyards. Guests can also tour the 17th century chateau. It was founded by Bernard de Pernautier, an ancestor of the present owner. King Louis XIII once spent the night in this room. By way of thanks, he left his furnishings behind. But no one knows what wine he might have been served.
They could make good wine back then, but preservation and storage was a problem. They would have served fine wines at important events. The wine was stored in barrels, so it didn't have to be transported and took longer to spoil.
Chateau Capitoul, about an hour east, is in the Latchford winemaking region. Vincent offers tours of his vineyards and cellars. He explains the entire winemaking process, from grape to table. A lot goes into producing wines of the finest quality. There are several stages to the fermentation process. Here he's measuring the wine's alcohol content.
It's like a child. You have to keep your eye on it from morning till night, and even through the night, especially when fermentation sets in. You have to watch the temperature and sugar content and make sure it doesn't get too much oxygen.
The Chateau Les Carrasses is the perfect spot to relax and enjoy the tranquility of the French countryside. The hotel was built in the 19th century and is part of the winemaking estate, what locals call a Chateau Pinardier.
Pinardier is like a snobby word to say, oh, you nouveau riche people, you have so much money, you've made so much money through wine and you built this chateau, because this region was the first in Europe to get over the phylloxera virus. It meant that they had lots of money because they sold all the wine very easily because no one else had wine to sell.
Guests come here to Chateau Les Carrasses from far and wide. In the restaurant, they can sample a new dish every day, paired with a wine from the region.
We have a selection of wines from the region and the area around the chateau. I serve them with fish and meat dishes and with desserts. And for breakfast, there's pastry made from wine.
Each course of the meal is paired with a wine to match. It's the perfect way to sample everything the region has to offer.